Honorable Member Divya Rane.
Speaker sir, I rise to support the demands and oppose the cut motion. I would like to speak on demand number 13, transport. I'm thankful to the Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Minister for Transport and Chairman KTCL for providing us a KTCL bus last year from Pariye to Valpoi via Molle, which has benefited students from remote areas of Satari who are studying in Bhumika Shikshan Sansthan, which runs a primary school, high school, higher secondary and nursing college. I also want to thank the Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Minister again for including in the budget the proposal for purchase of 137 buses for Kadamba KTCL. But I would like to bring to the notice of the government the shortage of buses which are currently faced by KTCL across Goa. At present, there are 480 diesel buses, 123 electric buses operating under KTCL. 48 EV buses are operating only within Panji smart city routes. It's important to note that around 150 buses are likely to be scrapped next year. At the same time, there is increasing demand for buses for school and college students, which is estimated at least that we require at least 100 additional buses. Further, there are several interstate routes where buses are presently not operating due to shortage of buses, despite these routes having good passenger demand and revenue potential. Considering the buses to be scrapped and increasing demand from educational institutions, I think the need to operate interstate routes, the state requires at least 250 to 300 buses, I think, in total. Even if the government procures 137 buses as promised in the budget, I think we would significantly, there would be a shortfall of at least 170 buses, which could significantly affect the public transport system majorly in the coming couple of years. I request the Honorable Minister to please kindly review the requirement of buses and ensure that the procurement of the remaining buses is taken on top priority. I would like to mention the requirement of KTCL buses in Satari Taluka. Like most of the buses are over 15 years old, still in operation, unsafe for commuting, and request that they should be scrapped and replaced with modern ones. I need a new dedicated electric bus from Valpoi to Ponda, which is a major route, and because a lot of people go to work from there to the IDC hospital there and onward. Providing a new school bus for government high school Morle, because the school bus allotted to GHS Morle frequently breaks down, and this is causing a lot of inconvenience and safety concerns for the students. And this same bus is used on a sharing basis with Sri Bhumika Nursing College. So I request the Minister to provide at least 2 new buses for GHS Morle and the Nursing College. A dedicated bus departing from Valpoi to Kopade village to drop the school students back home, because 50 students from Kopade travel every day to Valpoi for their education, and they are forced to walk back at least 4 to 5 kilometers in the afternoon, and this is because of the bus travels from Valpoi to Thane without stopping in Kopade. So I'm requesting the Minister to for an additional bus, especially for the students of Kopade village, because they have to travel quite a long distance. Additional bus for students of GHS Thane. There's a large enrollment of over 265 students in GHS Thane, which has been designated as a PM Shri model school, and this is one of the 12 such schools in the state of Goa. But the students commute from far-flung villages, almost 18 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and this one bus is not enough for so many students. So this has led to the decrease in admission in this school, and it is affecting the overall working of the school. Requesting the Minister and the Chairman to provide an additional bus at the earliest for GHS Thane school, so that it can, this issue of theirs they are facing in decrease in enrollment because of lack of bus, that it will tackle. So requesting the Minister and Chairman, as you have promised me, that you'll look into it at the earliest. Please give us this at the earliest, because it's urgent and really a need of the hour. Few schools have written to the Director of Education requesting to provide more school buses for their students from Sattari Taluka, and I will submit the list again to your office very soon, sir. I've raised this issue several times over the last 4 years, that lack of buses, the problem that our people are facing in our villages, the locals and the school students and the college students, because of the lack of buses, requesting the Honorable Minister and Chairman to please look into it and provide us buses at the earliest. Infrastructure upgrades, we have 2 bus stands, one in Valpoi, one in Honda. But there are no basic facilities at the Valpoi bus stand. It's one of the busiest bus terminus. Every day there are large number of students, senior citizens, daily wage workers, patients visiting Valpoi Community Health Center, and they depend on this bus stand for travel to Panji, Mapsa, Bicholi, nearby areas. But the bus stand lacks basic passenger amenities like inadequate sitting arrangements, causing inconvenience and hardship to senior citizens, women and students who are forced to stand for long hours, sometimes more than 1 hour during peak hours. At present, the lighting is not adequate at the bus stand. Further, is observed that no major maintenance or upgradation works has been carried out in the last 3 years, resulting in poor upkeep of the bus stop and its surrounding. I'm requesting the Honorable Minister that to improve the facilities at the Valpoi bus stand and enhance the public convenience for the safety and dignity of the commuters, and this is going to benefit thousands of residents of Sattari Taluka. Immediate repair and upgradation of KTC bus stand at Honda. The Honda bus stand was constructed 15 years back and later handed over to the KTCL for operation and maintenance. At present, the bus stand is facing severe problems which I have raised over the last 4 years. The roof structure is faulty, causes water accumulation leading to seepage inside the shop premises. The building has not been painted since its construction and is in a very shabby condition. The RCC slabs placed over the cross drains are damaged and pose a safety risk to commuters and shopkeepers. In addition, the street lights, electrical fixtures in the bus stand are not adequate, resulting in poor lighting and inconvenience to the public. And time and again, I've raised this issue requesting the Honorable Minister to take it up for upgradation, but it hasn't happened. I'm requesting the Minister to take it up on urgent basis, the repair of this bus stand. I would like to speak on demand number 19, industries. Formulation of a policy to promote employment of Goans in industries established in the state. It has been stated on the floor of the House that there is presently no policy in place to ensure employment opportunities for Goans in industries being set up in the state. I'm referring to the LAQ in 2022. Despite steady industrial growth and expansion, many qualified Goan youths continue to struggle to secure employment within their own state. Industries established in Goa benefit from government support in the form of land allotment, infrastructure, subsidies and various incentives. It is therefore unfair that the local population is deprived from employment benefits. I strongly urge the government. 5 minutes. Sir.
No, another 2 minutes finished, please.
Sir, I've just started.
You just started 8 minutes, 30 seconds back. It's there all right in front of you, you can see.
Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes more, finish, please.
I just have to speak on a very important thing, that is Panchayat.
Speak and finish it. 2 minutes, please.
I strongly
Thank you,
urge the
madam.
government to formulate a comprehensive and time-bound policy to promote and prioritize at least 50% employment opportunities for qualified Goans in industries operating in the state. I would like to speak on the pending compensation to village panchayats in the IDCs. I've spoken about it last time, and these are my 2 panchayats, that is Pisulle and Honda, which have not received the granted aids from the IDC since 2017. Requesting the minister to please look into it because these are economically weak panchayats and they need the support of the government to run properly, because even the granted aids are very slow for the panchayats. I would request the Minister for installation of CCTV surveillance cameras in the village panchayats because at present most of the panchayats do not have CCTV surveillance. The absence of such basic security infrastructure makes village vulnerable to antisocial activities, theft, damage to public property and delays, and even garbage menace. And for example, Keri Village Panchayat has 4 major entry and exit points into Goa, like from from Maharashtra to Goa, from again Virdi, Maharashtra to Goa, Sorla Ghat, that is Karnataka, to again Keri, that is my panchayat. So each village, I would request the minister to please provide adequate funds to install CCTV cameras, at least at these strategic points. Financial, 2 minutes, sir.
10 minutes, it's over.
2 minutes, 2
No,
minutes.
no, one last point to say, because your... no.
2 minutes, sir.
Last point, one last point and finish it off. Thank you. madam.
Financial difficulties being faced by Gram Panchayats in managing solid waste. The Panchayats were provided assistance under schemes such as the Garbage Menace scheme. But for the last 3 years, 23, 24, till 26, no grants have been allotted. And at present, these
Yes.
Panchayats are largely dependent on the 15 finance
Yes.
funds, and they are utilizing these funds for the
Tied
solid
grants.
waste, and so they can't use
Yes,
the
yes.
rest of the money for basic
Yes.
infrastructure.
Thank
so
you.
requesting the
Mr.
minister
Rajesh
to
Vallesai,
kindly look into it.
Honorable Member.